And hello, everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law, where, as always, we learn through the misfortunes of others. I am your host, Uncivil Law, and we are here with the continuing Alex Murdaugh trial in the great state of South Carolina, the Paul Murdaugh state. Alex Murdaugh, disgraced attorney. His family has been a legal powerhouse in the state, particularly Low Country near Charleston, South Carolina, for the better part of the last 100 years, where his father and grandfather and great-grandfather have all served as chief prosecutor of the region. And he himself, of course, had a legal career, which unfortunately apparently involved stealing money from the clients, something close to $10 million. He has also been charged, unrelated to the trial we are currently covering, in 106 other counts relating to the financial frauds, relating to the stealing from the clients. Well, he is currently on charge. He is currently on trial for being a potential murderer. He has potentially killed his wife and son using both apparently a rifle and shotgun. And we are now on trial for that. So where we are in the proceedings so far, we have seen initial jury selection. We have seen the initial process of whittling down the pool to the eligible. So we have now 122 eligible jurors. And this morning we will continue part 2 of the voir dire process, wherein the attorneys will get to ask questions. It's unclear whether the judge is going to be actually posing those questions or whether the lawyers are doing it. I suppose we'll find out. And that's where we are now. So we are in phase 2 of voir dire. We have taken, so we've done, well, maybe phase 3, depending on how we're counting. Phase 1, we sent out a whole bunch of juror questionnaires and received them back. Phase 2, we brought in some group of those people to determine whether they're eligible. Phase 3, we are now doing, from that now eligible pool, we're going to determine the 18 jurors, 12 jurors and 6 alternates who will hear this case. So we have to get from 122 to 18. That is what we are doing now, this morning. So all that exciting stuff. And we are, of course, continuing Seal Watch, because Seal Watch is best watch, as we continue to ponder the elegancies of the South Carolina State Seal in all of its eccentricities and glory, because it is a beautiful state seal and we all love it. It is fantastic. We can start counting all the little hash marks around the circumference of the circle, and we could start giving them names depending on how long this goes. And then we can just refer to Bob and Cheryl, and we'll all secretly know that Bob is like the 35th hash mark and Cheryl is the 78th. I don't know. We could give them backstories and names and everything depending on how long this goes. Now that is what we're doing. We're doing all those wonderful things. So, fun times. To the 250 of you who are currently watching, thank you, by the way, for being here. If I could be so kind, and I, of course, will mention this again, but if I could be so kind as to ask you, if you have not done so already, to please retweet the pinned comment. It is probably the best way to help get attention to this stream and channel is the Twitters. If you don't have the Twitters, then you can hit the share button below the stream and reshare to your social media of choice. But helping to bring attention to this through the tweets and retweets is probably the best. And of course, I would endlessly appreciate all of your help in helping to do exactly that. So thank you very much, by the way, for all of you guys who today. You missed today's thumbnail? It is a beautiful thumbnail, at least in my opinion. Today's thumbnail is going to be variations on the theme of the lighthouse at Hilton Head. So today's morning thumbnail is the lighthouse at Hilton Head in the morning. And then, of course, later today, it will be the lighthouse at Hilton Head in the evening time. That is what we are doing. I appreciate Erwin. I appreciate you liking and sharing on Twitter. I appreciate all the people who like and share on the Twitters. What is my favorite 11-digit palindromic prime number? There's so many to choose from. it's hard to pick just one. Do some reading of some names at the top. At least the people who are here at the start of the stream get a little extra love for being part of the early crew. Jana Green, Sharori, Generous, Rena, Joanna, Erwin, Jillian Maloney, someone bloody random. We're here. You're not bloody random to us. Johnny Osprey, Linda, editor, Daniela Marie, Debbie in North Carolina, inferior Carolina, but you know, that's okay. Not everyone can be from the best Carolina, which is South Carolina. Christina, Lady Drunculus. Court starts at 11:30. They said 11 o'clock, or they at least want the attorneys to be there at 11. So I'm not sure exactly when they're starting, but they said 11, so we'll find out, I suppose. Sweetie Pie, Judy. Liz Botts, Rena, Tammy, Girl Scout, Nick, Sandra, Andrew's here, Serotonin, cute, Goldie, Linda, Judy, Chris, Green Phoenix Brewing, what's up, Cam? Mrs. Coco B, are you sure your name is not Miss Coco Fish? You might want to double check. Melissa is here. Howdy, Melissa. Adam Trapp. Say my name. Acting kind of shady and calling me baby. Your name's Adam. Composer C. Liz. State lines enthusiast. Did I buy a power bank? No, not yet. I'm still debating the merits. I was starting to do my taxes today and getting depressed. Because, like, do I have money to do literally anything? Or do I just write the IRS a big check? So right now I'm trying to determine how much my money is about to disappear because I have to write the IRS a big check. I'm depressed already. So if you'd like to help me pay my taxes, super chats, of course, are always welcome. And of course, if you would like to donate in some other way, because YouTube does take 30%, you can always donate through Streamlabs using the link that was just provided by the bot, where it will only take like 3% instead of 30%. So it doesn't cost you anymore, but it gives a lot more money to me. So, and if you donate with that particular link, at least it should still pop up on screen. So at least you get some credit. So that's nice too. Did I watch Nick's Rittenhouse interview? I saw some of it. I saw like the first 20 minutes of it as I was getting ready this morning, but I have to watch more. No particular thoughts right now. Any thoughts on the stolen rifle, same caliber used in the crime? No particular thoughts. I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't really know the evidentiary package the state has. They don't have the gun, which makes things a little bit tricky inherently. So that's not great. Yeah, I have the money to write the IRS a big check. I'm just not sure how much more money I'll have left after I do that. So I have a little bit of anxiety. And starting this year, I probably will file quarterly, because last year was the first year that I made this full time, right? Because I started doing this full time in July. So I haven't been taking quarterly deductions. But now that this is full time and starting to bring in revenue, I might start filing quarterly. We'll see. Reeve, what James in court just tweeted? Okay. I mean, you could just tell me instead of having me go to Twitter, but I guess I'm going to Twitter now. Let's see. James from Twitter. Let's see. Where is it? Do you mean James from court? Or did I misread it and I'm just being an ass? 1 minute ago says, Maybe I'm not feeling well, but something about the highly anticipated Alex Murdaugh trial already feels off. I don't know how to explain it in a tweet. All the government political connections involved. I mean, that's Low Country, South Carolina for you. It is a John Grisham novel come to life. So that is, I don't know. That's just a weird feeling. That's just the nature of the beast. I misread it. Fair enough. James from court. I did misread it. Do I think there's a good chance he's going to walk? I have no opinion. I don't know. I have no opinion. I don't know what the evidentiary package looks like. We're all here to find out together and learn from the actual trial. I don't have an opinion. I've been here since 32,000 subs. I watched the YouTube God send a ton of people to your live that night. Cool. Well, I'm glad you've been here for a while, and I'm happy to have you here. How do you become a member? Well, my friends, you just hit that beautiful join button. If you don't see the beautiful join button, no problem. The link is in the video description. And if you don't see that, then the bot tells you about it from time to time. So you can start doing that. I then also have to decide whether or not it's worth my hassle to make this a to make my business a what's it called? Whatever. I don't remember the tax term. I already am an LLC. It's called a S Corp is the one I was looking for. S Corp was the one I was looking for. So as a single member LLC, which I am now, there's basically no difference on the tax law. So it's considered a pass-through entity for tax purposes. So there's no difference for tax reasons in being member a single member LLC. There is for like legal liability reasons, but not for tax reasons. So it makes no difference for tax reasons if I'm a single member LLC or not. But if I'm an S Corp, it does, because then the money that's earned by the business isn't automatically considered my money. It's considered the corporation's money. And so, but that requires more burden of paperwork. The advantage to doing that, by the way, is that to the extent that I am not taking money out of the corporation for like eating, right, I don't owe tax on it. So as long as the money stays inside the corporation, there's no tax liability. It only becomes a tax liability if I pull money out of the corporation as income. And then, of course, you can also get sophisticated by splitting the money you take out as income versus, I think it's called like a dividend, where you don't have to pay tax on the dividend, but you do have to pay money on the income. But right now, all the money the channel earns, money the channel earns is considered 100% my own income. So like I'm paying tax on 100% of it. If I put it inside the S Corp, then only the money I pull out as income would be taxed. And then I can even get more creative from there and split it so that only some of that is taxed. But that requires additional paperwork burden. So it's an issue of, is it worth me doing all that crap? And I have to make that decision, I think, within the first quarter of this year. You can make that decision every year, but you have to make it within the first quarter of the year. So you have to make that decision within 90 days of forming the corporation.
You can click join, click the 3 dots, gift settings, and enable them. If a generous person gifts membership, it will allow you to get one randomly.
There you go. Thank you very much for that kind super chat and informing people. Yes, click the join, click the 3 dots, gift settings, all that stuff. Thank you very much for your $5 super chat. It is super, super appreciated. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to think. Yeah. So yeah, exactly, Craig. Yeah. You put it into S Corp, pay yourself a regular salary, and then you can pay yourself a special dividend. That's basically correct. Right. And then you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. I forget the exact language of the tax code, but you have to pay yourself what's considered a ordinary and custom salary. I forget exactly what the exact language is. If you try to take it, let me just put it this way. If you try to take it all out of special dividends and none of it as income, the IRS will get very grumpy.
Morning. I don't know that we need to do it.
Thank you, Jojo, for the 20 gift memberships. I appreciate it. The IRS will always get their cut. Yeah. So I have to figure out how much tax liability I owe, and that may, in some sense, inform my decision about whether it's worth my time to do the S Corp thing. So I'll start working on my taxes. I start working on this morning. I'm not sure how big a check I have to write. I'm assuming it's a lot. I'm assuming it's going to be a 5-figure check. St. Elmo's Fire says, I'd love a membership. Well, you can always buy yourself a membership for a mere 99 cents. It's true, my friends. It is literally the cheapest that YouTube will allow me to charge you. 99 cents a month is all you have to pay to be a member of this channel. If you'd like to become a member of this channel and get that beautiful, beautiful scales by your name, plus some cool emojis, then you can hit the beautiful join button. And if you don't see the beautiful join button, not a problem. There is a link in the video description. And if you don't see the link in the video description for some reason, not a problem. The bot gives you the link from time to time in the chat as well. All those wonderful ways are ways that you can become a member of the channel for a mere 99 cents. No, I'm not starting an escort service. S Corp. S as in the letter S Corp. It's called an S Corp as opposed to a C Corp. That's just what it's called. See, Fuel Me Once shows you some of the cool emojis that you get. Yeah. And a C Corp is basically like most corporations that you've heard of. Big corporations are C Corps. So there's a couple different ways you can organize yourself in terms of all that. Already got the pimp hat? Yeah, State Line Enthusiast, S Corp, C Corp, LLC. Your head's already spinning. Welcome to my world. Right? Welcome to my world. These are all the things that I have to start considering. And what makes it annoying to me is that Google, YouTube does not do withholding. So they just
welcome back,
pay me
ladies
everything.
And gentlemen.
Which is nice, I suppose, but now I have to write a big ass check because they didn't do withholding, like a W-2.
Have discussion with.
Yeah, for 99 cents, you can become a member of the Escort Corp. That's right. We do 99 cents escorts over here on Uncivil Law.
Juror 16.
The best deal going in the business, 99 cent escorts.
Juror 22.
Wow, what a deal.
Juror 22. Thank you. Juror 39. Juror 45. Present. Juror 58. Present. Juror 59. Present. Juror 75. Present. Juror 77. Present. Juror 80.
I suppose in this frame, I am the 99 cent escort. Escort.
Juror 96.
I suppose that's what this is, right?
Juror
You guys are
110.
becoming members, and you get me.
Juror 112.
So I suppose I'm the 99
Juror
cent
124.
escort.
Juror
This is an
$131.
interesting way to frame the entire experience that is on
Juror
civil law.
152. Juror 176. Juror 180. I'm going to pause there for just a second. Is that button on? Juror 181. Juror 185. Juror 193.
And then of course my pimp gets
Juror 202.
my pimp gets 30%.
Juror 214.
So I suppose I really am an
Juror
escort.
220.
Escort. Although I don't know if that's the
Juror
standard rate for a
221.
pimp. But that's what my pimp
Juror
charges,
224.
30%.
Juror 228.
Yeah.
Juror 240.
It's hard out there for a working girl.
Juror 244. Juror 254. Juror 255. Juror 257.
Better. Baby, I got your
Juror
money,
258.
don't you worry. Said
Juror
baby,
270.
I got your money.
Juror 282. Juror 294. Juror 303. Juror 326. Juror 337. Juror 346. Juror 349.
Juror 349 will come forward, please, along with counsel.
Ooh, a specific juror getting called out by a specific number.
Juror 650 and juror 729. 349, 650, and 729. And we'll
Thank you, Rose Wise, for the 20 gift memberships. It's very, very kind of you. We do appreciate all the uncivilians. We appreciate all of you guys who paid the 99 cents a month. That helps a lot. And we appreciate everyone who helps to send in super chats. That helps a lot. For the 447 of you who are here, thank you very, very much. 301 likes, not bad at all. For 451 memberships, that's a good like to viewer ratio. I appreciate everyone who's hit that beautiful, beautiful like button. And if I could so kindly ask you to please retweet the pinned comment. That is the best thing I think you can do to help the channel. That costs you exactly $0.
The only 0.99 escort I would give a tip to, no pun intended.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Shirari says, hey, baby, want to come back to my place for some trial watching? Yeah. That's it. This is you. That's fine. So far, 16 of you have been so kind to retweet my pinned comment. Thank you to the 16 of you who have hit that retweet button. It really does help a lot to help bring attention and light to the channel. You guys are awesome. Does sharing on Facebook help any in the algorithm? Sure, everything helps. Everything helps. You don't know how to tweet? Well, if you already have Twitter, which is the premise of this, then all you have to do is click on the link, and then there's a little button below the tweet that looks like arrows feeding into each other. And that's the retweet button. And all you have to do is hit that and retweet, and there you go. You don't see a pinned comment. Okay. I'm not sure why. KRM, you don't see a pinned comment. You don't see where at the very top of the live chat it says, please retweet me? Yeah, Karam apparently says nope. Okay, for some reason, Karam says he doesn't see it. I don't know. Why the judge want a specific juror? I don't know. Information's come to light, I suppose, in some sense. Maybe they did some additional vetting on the juror. Now that they're down to like the 122, maybe they did some additional cross-checking and found some additional information the judge needs to follow up on, would be my best bet. Have you missed anything? Not really. Is he looking at the chat box? No, I am not. I just hear your voices in my head. Your voices are in my head all the time, too. Oh, man. If I use you as a lawyer, will you give us credit for the 99-cent monthly fee for all the months we supported you? Sure. Why not? For all the difference it'll make. You should take a cruise and find yourself a woman? Well, at the moment, I can't afford a cruise because of all that beautiful, beautiful taxes that I have to pay that we were just talking about, right? Especially until I know what my liability is. Which I don't know what it is, but I assume it's a big number. Yeah. So until I pay my taxes and understand what my tax liability is, I can't, make payments current. I probably will going forward. Make quarterly estimates now that this is my full-time gig. But since last year was my first year as full-time, I didn't make quarterlies, and so I have to figure out what we are at. So I'll figure it out and go from there. Thank you, KRM, for sending that retweet. I do appreciate it. There's that join link, by the way, from Stream Elements for all those guys who said, how do I join? I say, well, the bot will tell you from time to time. The bot just told you where it said join, become an uncivilian, and then it gives you a link. What states am I licensed in? Virginia and Texas. I am licensed in as of now. I tell people to set aside 25%. Yeah, I have the money set aside. I have the money. So I have the cash to pay it. That doesn't make it any less annoying. Nor does it mean that I don't really know exactly what my liabilities are. And, lawyers by temperament tend to be conservative. They tend to be cautious. And so, although that's not obviously universally true, but as a general trait, they tend to be cautious. So without me knowing what my liabilities are, right, the lawyer in me or my personality is like, well, I'll freeze everything in place because that provides me the most protection, right? It's like, let me go spend outrageous amounts of money without knowing what my liability is and then be left with, oh, suddenly I don't have the money. That seems like a bad plan. So the small c conservative lawyer in me is like, well, I'm not exactly sure what my liabilities are, but they're probably a lot. It's probably going to be annoying. It's probably going to leave me broke. So we'll go from there.
As a member, not only do you get escort service, but you get embassy membership.
You better believe it. It's not automatic there's an underpayment. It's pretty automatic because YouTube doesn't do it with any withholding. So they gave me money and they didn't withhold any. So of the money that YouTube gave me, so far I've been taxed 0%. So I'm thinking I probably owe the IRS money. I'm imagining my liability is more than 0%. Just taking a guess. Yeah. There may be some underpayment penalty. This is possible. We'll see what that pays out. We'll see how that turns out to do. Yeah, there may be some underpayment penalty. Can I write off my registration bar fees and my exam fees? I did study for it on stream. I suppose I could write off the prep software as a business expense since I did study for it on stream. I'll think about it. But yeah, I have to go through my credit card receipts and my Amazon payments and everything and figure out what was business expenses and what's not, which, isn't that hard. It'll just take a little time. Just pull all my credit card receipts and go through them one item at a time and be like, yep, that was a business expense. This wasn't. This was a business expense. This wasn't. And so forth and so on, and total it all up. So we'll get there. Do I have to pay tax on the 30% Corp Tubes deals? No, because it was never given to me in the first place. So I don't have to pay tax on the money that YouTube took. So I only have to pay tax on the 70%, obviously, that came to me. What's going on with the jurors? Well, Sarah Silverman, they are doing individualized voir dire. So far, we've been doing some roll call, is what we've been doing this morning. The judge did some asking who was there, and then he asked some specific jurors to approach the bench with the attorneys, which implies to me that there was some perhaps sensitive information relating to whatever, and they want to do it off the mics. And so I think that's what's happening now. Education registration fees are considered a write-off. I am not married. I have no dependents. I am still looking, as we've discussed on stream very recently. Am I still considering a trip to South Carolina stream from the court? Maybe. Maybe. I honestly don't know if I can afford it. Like even a bare basic motel, if I could find something like $60 a night, which is pretty cheap, 5 nights, it's $300. Plus, of course, I have to pay for my travel there. Plus, I have to pay for equipment. Plus, I have to pay for, I pay for things. So, like, it's a significant expense for me to go down there. So the question that I have to sort of answer to myself is it a net positive? Is it a net positive for me as a streamer? Would me being down there get me substantially more views and likes and subscribers than me not being down there versus just streaming it? So it's a business calculation. And of course, I don't know. I have to guess. It's like, is it worth it? So I'd presumably drive down there, which, is this entire weekend, basically, to drive there, find a hotel. If I can do it $60 a night, that's $300 a week plus expenses. It's a significant expense. And of course, it is a tax write-off. Can I write off my home office? Yes, I can. I can write it off. But can we as uncivilians crowdfund to get you there? You absolutely can, Laurie. You absolutely can. I probably need about $3,000 would be nice. And for people saying like I could stay with someone, it's too problematic, I think. I think it's too problematic for me to try to like stay with, like, I could try to find someone in the area through the channel and be like, I'll stay at your house and crash there. But I think that would just be it would wind up being awkward because I need to be able to come and go, when I need to, which might be whatever hours. And I don't want to disturb people, and, sharing their space is always a little awkward. So I think I need like a hotel room. Your name is pronounced Sahar. Silverman. Okay, Sahar. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. We put up 100,000 for Hogue. We can do 3,000. Share Airbnb with other law tubers going there. There's only James from court there. If we could find a place that would have a separate rooms, that would be fine. But I don't want to share a room with some guy I don't know for weeks. That sounds just really fucking awkward. Like if we share an actual hotel room so that we're in the same hotel room, that sounds even worse.
131 is excused. And 349 is excused. And you may proceed.
Where's the donation link?
All right, 351. 358. 367.
There's the donate link.
370. 374. 384. 390. 394. 396. 398. 400.
Thank you, Cherry
445.
and Max. Appreciate that very much. Thank you very kindly.
460. 470. 474.
Not much, but wanted to help. Do you have
482.
PayPal?
I do have PayPal, as a matter of fact. It's
508.
paypal.me/uncivil-law.
518.
Streamlabs also is just
522.
PayPal. It's just a front end for PayPal. It doesn't take
524.
anything. But if you want to give, if you give directly through
528.
PayPal, you don't get an acknowledgement on
530.
screen. So that's the reason I
533.
give you the the Streamlabs.
534.
Because if you donate with Streamlabs, it is
544.
PayPal. It's just you get an acknowledgement on screen. But
548.
if you want to donate directly with PayPal and not get an
550.
acknowledgement on screen, it's paypal.me/uncivil-law.
556.
Thank you, Jojo. I
557.
appreciate your kind donations.
564.
Where's the Streamlabs link?
567.
I'll give you again.
568. 571.
There it is.
572. 575. 578. 582. 588. 589. 595. 596. 609. 612. 630. 644. 651. 654. 658. 663. 650. 650.
Do we know how many jurors were left? 122 as of this morning. But the judge just
Thank
dismissed
you.
some, so 120.
669. 674. 694. 695. 704. 705. 711. 715. 727.
Thank you, Joe, for the $20 on
79.
PayPal. I'll try to see
730.
try to look occasionally to see particular
732.
acknowledgments.
741. 752. 781. 784.
Thank you, Cal, North Carolina, for your super chat.
Thank you. Last page. 785. 799. 803.
Does promoting Streamlabs anger YouTube? No.
808. 810. 816.
Cherry bot round 1 round 2 is on me.
I also use Stream Elements as well.
816.
I also use Stream Elements as well.
816. Thank you.
But the Melon is within Streamlabs. The browser that I use to do streaming is within Streamlabs.
Thanks for
and so-
everything, Kurt. You are
845.
amazing. Keep it up. By the way,
For those
I
of
don't
you who
blame
want to
you.
join and become an
Hebrew
uncivilian,
names,
there's
so
the
most
link
people
on
think it's
screen
Sarah,
again.
haha.
So everyone who wants to join and help become
886.
be a member of the channel, become an uncivilian, the link is
887.
there on stream. It's on stream right now.
893. Okay. Is there anybody in here, that's a juror, whose number was not called? I'm just going to say it one more time. Is there any juror in here whose number was not called? Okay. Judge, I think that's the roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have all of you back this morning, and out of the number of you that are here, we're going to whittle the number down to 80. Then we will further inquire and then prepare to select the jury from that group. Want to know now, however, whether there are any jurors out there who believe that you cannot serve for whatever reason. You believe you cannot serve, please stand. All right, ma'am, tell me your juror number. 294. All right, we'll talk to you in just a moment. Anyone else with a problem serving on this jury? Yes, ma'am. Juror number 58. Say it again. 367. All right. 282. 396. All right, we'll speak to all of you in a moment. Are there any jurors who today are experiencing any COVID-related symptoms, such as shortness of breath, any other physical problems that might indicate that you may have COVID or may have been exposed to someone with COVID? Yes, ma'am. Tell me your juror number. 202.
You like the accent, Artie? I think it's great. I grew up with this kind of accent.
Are you currently experiencing problems, or you believe or you're been in contact with someone who's having problems?
I have a cough.
All right, number 202, and you believe that might be a COVID related, possibly. Or do you believe that you're available to serve, or that we should let you go?
I think I'll be available.
All right, thank you.
No, others around me had this kind of accent. This is where I grew up. I grew up in South Carolina.
Anyone who you have been diagnosed with COVID or who you think might have it? So, Madam Clerk, you can we'll talk with those jurors, but you can get your list of 80 while we take this break, and just go and do it, because if they're in it, then we'll just strike through them and keep going. All right, we'll be at ease just again as we speak.
You don't need a YouTube username to donate through Streamlabs. You can just put any username. It's just any name you want, as far as I'm aware.
58 367 282
And 396.
That one stood up.
Yes. 282.
And 396.
Hey, Benjamin. Yeah. If you donate through Streamlabs, I don't think you need you can put anything for a username that you want. It can be anything. Streamlab was making me sign up. I don't think so. I think you can just donate anything. I don't think you have to be a member.
Tried the link to donate this Streamlab, but I got lost lol. Sorry, I had to use this method again.
Yeah, you can donate if you have a credit card or PayPal. You don't need a account. You can just donate with any name. It's making people sign up. I don't think that's true. But let's find out. All right, I'll take the donation link. I'll put it into a private browser window so it doesn't even know it's me. I'll just put anything as a username. Anything as a username. I'm going to donate to myself $1. I am uncivil law holla. Okay, I'd like to donate that, please. I'd like to donate using a credit card. Oh, you do need to log in to donate. Okay. Well, fuck me then. Fuck. Excuse me, I'm just a little frustrated. If I do it through Stream Elements, does it? Just do the PayPal link. The problem with the PayPal link is it doesn't acknowledge it on screen. That was the reason that I was doing it through Streamlabs, because at least it captures it. If you donate through PayPal directly, it doesn't capture it. And Stream Elements wouldn't capture it either, because this is a browser based in Stream Labs. You just have to watch it. Do you know how hard that is? You're asking me to divide my attention to another place. I'm already trying to pay attention to the chat. I'm always trying to pay attention to the chat. I'm trying to pay attention to my audio levels. I'm trying to pay attention to how I look video. I'm trying to pay attention to the court. When the court's actually doing substantive things, I'm trying to do legal analysis and understand what's going on and talk about it intelligently. And now you're asking, oh, just pay attention to another thing. Turn on PayPal notifications, it'll alert you. Fucking bullshit. So, like, every time my phone dings, now I have to go look down at that? I have a voice. Is that a voice in my head that sounds like a woman? All right, fuck it. I'll just change it to PayPal. I guess you guys won't be acknowledged. And someone will bitch about that. I'm not being acknowledged, and I'll have to change it back. I just can see it happening. I can see it happening. I'm so resistant to do this because I can see it happening. It's going to be a thing. Someone's going to donate. It's going to be $20, or it's going to be $50, or it's going to be $100. It's going to be $500, and I won't see it. I won't acknowledge it because I'm paying attention to one of the 8 other things that I mentioned. And they'll be upset because they didn't get any recognition on the stream. They didn't get any recognition in the browser. They didn't get any recognition from me during the stream. It's going to be a whole fucking thing. I can't fucking deal with it. Just fucking use GoFundMe? Fuck no. Okay, so yeah, just use another fucking thing. Okay, so I already have PayPal and Stripe, and I already have Super Chats, I already have that. But just add another thing. Just add another thing. Hey, why don't I have Cash App? How about Venmo? How about just another thing, another thing, another thing? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? And PayPal will open a case when someone cries. Exactly. Why do you have to sign for fucking Stream Elements to donate? That's what I want to know. If you pay through PayPal, I don't think you need an account on Stream Elements, or Streamlabs. I think it's only if you pay through credit card that you have to have an account. If you pay through PayPal, I don't think you need an account. I have PayPal. It's just that if I get PayPal, it won't pop up on screen. It won't pop up in chat. It won't pop up on screen. Why am I yelling at us? Because I'm a little frustrated. I'm frustrated because something's not working. The reason I'm yelling is because I'm frustrated, because something I thought would do something is not doing it. I'm pissed. You don't care, but someone's going to care. It's going to be a thing. So I think if you have PayPal, you don't need a Streamlabs account. It's only if you want to pay through credit card that you have to have a Streamlabs account. The fact you have to create an account to tip, though, is really fucking annoying. This is not the way to catch a woman. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not allowed to vent when I'm angry, then go fuck yourself. If you do overlays on Stream Elements, you can do it and connect PayPal. If I was inside OBS, right? But I'm not inside OBS. I'm inside Melon Streaming.
Okay.
Which is a browser-based streaming.
We'll been
on
running a list of days, so
Streamlabs.
we'll just all stand and be at ease for a bit. There'll be a chance to stretch and all of that.
Now is not a good time to tell you the thumbnail lighthouse is in the Hilton Head Lighthouse in the Harbor Town. I know what the lighthouse looks like. Fucking bullshit. Do I use a link to the browser to create your overlay? The overlay is built inside of Stream Elements, or the overlay is built inside of Melon. So Melon is owned by Streamlabs. It is a browser-based streaming tool. It has the alerts built into it inside the browser. So I can't add overlays. I can use the overlays that are already built in there. I could switch to OBS, I suppose. Well, I can't right now because there's no way for me to like do that like on the fly.
The last link you dropped worked perfectly.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. If I cut this stream without ending it and then opened it up in OBS, could I do that? Could I switch from Melon to OBS without killing the stream? I might be able to. Yeah, but the alert box and chat box overlays are built into Melon. Oh, I can set up a donation setting. There's no way for me to do this. There's no way for me to do this inside of Melon. Tip page design, currency, message length, tipping presets, tip leaderboard, media share design, tip history. What is today, the 25th? Yesterday, I can give some acknowledgments yesterday. $20 from Jojo yesterday. I do like learning with uncivil law. I also like how you give us fun information. Keep doing it. $50 from Tammy Elson yesterday to help with equipment. And PayPal. I see those. Things. I think there's like a tip jar thing overlay or apparently we've just completely lost the court feeds completely. Okay. Just look at PayPal occasionally and see who donated. It would be nice if I could get like chat alerts or something. That would be nice. But it's not like the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. It's just like if I can find a way to get alerts for it, that'd be nice. So I don't have to look at my phone occasionally. Because I'd like to be able to get notifications quickly. looking at PayPal occasionally is okay, but I also have to think ahead. I have to think about, okay, what if someone donates a large amount of money, which from their point of view might be anything. What if they donate $20? What if they donate $500? What if we're in the middle of like the trial, and we're in the middle of witnesses, and what if I have guests on that I'm talking to, and now I have to manage that and dealing with that in the exchange. And now I have to analyze the court and what they're talking about and manage that. And understand what's going on.
The last Streamlab link worked the way you said it should. You were using wrong link prior. Forget PayPal.
I was using the wrong link prior. PayPal's notification alerts. To YouTube it does? It has notification alerts to YouTube. It has notification alerts to the chat. It has notification alerts to the YouTube box. Or do you mean it has notification alerts to my phone? In which case, now that's another thing I have to pay attention to. So now I have to pay attention to the chat. I have to pay attention to how I look. I have to pay attention to my audio levels. I have to pay attention to the audio level of the court or whatever I'm listening to. That audio level is too low. That audio level is too high. If I have guests, I have to pay attention to their audio levels. I have to pay attention to what my guest is saying and respond to that. I have to pay attention to what the court is saying and respond to that. I have to pay attention to, but it's okay. Just get notifications on your phone. It's just one more thing. The tip link works fine. Great.
Welcome to Law and Crime here on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Anjanette Levy, and thanks.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Law and Crime is just now having a broadcaster talk on. And by the way, the reason I reacted that way is because I get upset when the technology doesn't work. That tends to put me over the edge. I don't get as upset by like people on stuff. I get upset when the technology doesn't work because, you spend this time as a creator. You spend time as a creator trying to get things set up a particular way. You spend time thinking about things in advance. It's like, how do I do this? How do I do this? You try to set everything up so that everything will work and everything will work seamlessly. You've put thought into it, and then it all breaks. And you're just like, ugh. And it's like, I can't deal with this shit. Why don't you just work? Could I have a moderator watch donations? How would they watch donations to my PayPal account? You want me to put a moderator in? You want me to give a moderator access to my PayPal account? That sounds like the worst idea ever in the history of time. That sounds like a really bad idea. Let's not do that. I'll tell you what, yeah, why don't I just open up my entire PayPal account to the chat? This is easy. I'll open up my PayPal account. I'll give you my username and password. I'll just give it to the entire chat. And then the entire chat can just log into my PayPal account and just let me know when money arrives there. What could possibly go wrong? All right, bye, Generous. I have now driven out Generous, a longtime supporter of my chat and channel. I've now driven a longtime supporter of my chat and channel away because they're uncomfortable because of me. Great. That's great, Uncivil. You're just doing fantastic today. You're definitely handling this properly in every possible way. You expressing your problems is definitely a good thing to do. You should continue to do that. If they can afford to donate a large amount, they won't care what they think. I'm glad you know how other people will think. That's a bold proposition. If they can afford to donate a large amount of money, they won't care that I don't acknowledge them. Wow. That's great. I'm glad that you're able to speak for the psychology of everyone who would be able to donate a large amount of money that they won't care. Wow, that's a real relief off my head. I'm really glad that no one who donates money would care that they weren't acknowledged or be upset or file a chargeback or a complaint or in any way be upset. In fact, they'll donate even more money not being acknowledged, I'm sure. Is Nick here? If Nick Ricada's here, I'll give him a link. What's going on in court? I don't know. Nothing's going on in court at the moment. I don't know what's going on. The Law, Crime, and Feed is doing some sort of private panel bullshit, whatever. They got Law and Crime doing their private stuff. So obviously I can't share that because that's subject to copyright. Not the court stream, but their private bullshit is subject to copyright. Haven't seen Nick? I thought someone said, hello, Nick Ricada. So I was like, oh, okay. I thought someone acknowledged Nick. And I was confused. Lunch break at the courthouse already? Is this stream over? Are we already broken for lunch and we just pick up after the break? Does anyone know when the court's coming back? Please don't guess. Does anyone actually know? Because if so, I'll just create an afternoon stream and dump this stuff. It's noon. It's noon there now. I know that. They're not coming back at noon. Once the easiest way would be set things up through stream elements with an overlay and use OBS. Don't bite my nails. Where's the QR code that says tips on it? I don't have that right now because I don't think people are using it a lot, to be quite honest. Probably one is usually the hour for lunch. State Lines Enthusiast gives $4.99 to say longtime supporter and having down moments like this is what makes you human. Thank you. WFLA said opening in 2 hours. I trust them. Let's take a look. They can't possibly be. They can't be doing opening in 2 hours. That's wrong. They're not done with jury selection. They haven't done any individualized questioning yet. They can't possibly be doing opening in 2 hours. That's wrong. Let's see.
Longtime supporter and having down moments like this is what makes you human.
The login is intended, thank God. So the Streamlab link does work without a login. Great. So I'll keep that. So the stream, yeah, so that is, I'll keep that. I'll keep that because that way you get the acknowledgement on stream by using that. And great. I'm glad that works. Mission accomplished. We've accomplished something today. Where's James from court? Isn't he there? Yeah, he's there. They're back now? No, they're not. At least not a long crime. They're not. Are they back somewhere else? Do I have to find another feed for this? Right.
Juror 193. Juror 589. Juror
Breathe in.
630. Juror 826.
Breathe out.
Juror 544.
Okay.
Juror 644. Juror 654. Juror 244. Juror 22. Juror 729. Juror 864. Juror 278. Juror 741. Okay, 741. Juror 254. Juror 326. Juror 337. Juror 441.
At least I was
Juror
able to get my car
704.
inspected this morning for car registration because Texas
Juror
has annual
82.
inspections.
Juror
So since the
530.
since the trial started late, I was able to go out
Juror
this morning
548.
and get my car inspected so that I could get my car registration,
Juror
and I paid my car
303.
registration. So mission accomplished. I paid my car registration for another year.
Juror
I
394.
adulted today.
Juror 59. Juror 358. Juror 152. Juror 221.
How much was the car registration? $70 is what I
Juror
wanted to pay
185.
by the time I was done. Well,
Juror
plus the shop where I
110.
paid $18, so it cost me $90.
Juror 176.
And somehow I get charged twice. I'm not exactly sure how that works because
Juror
I have to pay.
75.
I had to pay an $825
16.
inspection fee plus the
Juror
actual inspection
255.
fee, which was $18.
Juror 808. Juror 567. Juror 556.
Thank you, $20 from PayPal. Appreciate that. I wonder if I get
Juror
PayPal notifications
727.
on my computer, so I didn't have to look at my
Juror
phone.
124.
That would help. I bet I can. How do I do that? How do I get PayPal notifications
Juror
on my computer?
887.
If it pops up on my computer and I can see it, so I don't have to look at
Juror
my phone,
582.
and I won't like.
Juror 346.
There's got to be a way to do that, right?
Juror 886.
How do you get PayPal notifications on your computer?
Juror 181. Juror 224.
Does it mean I just had a birthday? Well, yes, I did just have a birthday. I don't know if it means that, but
781.
I did. My birthday was January 13th.
Juror 571. Juror 202.
All right, I'm download the PayPal
Juror
app.
651. Juror 524. Thank you. 518. Okay. Juror
There are PayPal Windows app.
669.
Yes, there is.
Juror 715.
Yes. Maybe.
Juror 856. Juror 390. Juror 557. Juror 17. Juror 370.
I don't think
Juror 351.
I don't think PayPal for Windows exists.
Juror 3.
I don't think there's a PayPal for
Sorry, Juror
Windows.
674.
Is there property tax in
Juror
Texas?
575.
Yes, but I don't pay it because I rent.
Juror 803. Juror 95. Juror 799. Juror 522. Juror 148. Juror 374. Juror 816,
Econo Lodge is $50 a night. Yeah, I was looking at that.
Juror 810,
I was looking at that.
Juror 588, Juror 470, Juror 533, Juror 534, Juror 240, Juror 784. Your Honor, that's 80.
All right, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Now, those of you will remain with us as other.
Although
other
I'm
jurors
grifting
are
hard for you
excused, if all
guys.
be seated,
$50
just
Econo
know
Lodge
that
isn't going to do
when
the
others
trick.
are excused, you
I want to
will
stay at
with
the
us.
Four
And you may be
Seasons.
seated.
So I'm going to need you guys to up your game.
We haven't excused anyone. I haven't excused anyone. Those of you whose numbers were not called, I want to thank you for your cooperation and service this week. You have now qualified for jury service for the next year. You're not qualified to serve again. For 2 additional years, you can exercise an exemption because, as I stated earlier, no person is required to serve more often than once every 3 calendar years, and it takes a lifetime quite often for many people to get called. So I want to thank you very much for your service, and you are free to go. Thank you very much. And you'll go and
There's no way to get PayPal notifications on the computer, I don't think. Edisto was nice. I prefer Folly. I can see it. I can see that. I'm going to need you guys to give enough money so that I can rent a plantation and get, a professional cook to cook my meals and stuff. So I'm gonna need a lot more. I'm gonna need $30,000. So if you'd like to donate $30,000 to Uncivil Law, paypal.me/uncivil will be fine. And I will try to remember to acknowledge your $30,000 PayPal. Eddie says you pledged 30,000. Oh, that's nice of you. I'll just stay at Kiowa. I'll stay at Kiowa. That'll be good. Nice golf courses down there. It'd be good.
approach.
Rent a house? I need to buy a house. I'm going to need $300,000. If you'd like to donate $300,000, you can paypal.me/uncivil law. 300,000 won't do it. 3 million. I'm gonna need $3 million in super chats. That will help to pay for the housing and the property taxes and a golf cart. Got to have the golf cart. The personal chef, trainer. Can I take the house off my taxes? That's a really good one. Can I somehow cheat the house as a business expense? If I put my mind to it, I'm sure I could. Buy the house in the name of the corporation. There's got to be a way to make that work. Puppy. Yeah, that's got a studio. Yeah. I could certainly claim an entire room as a studio. I guess I could claim part of the house. I'm gonna need $5 million because I need to do some renovations to the house so that I can have a professional studio that I will write off on my taxes.
50, juror number 202.
Where am I? Jeff, can you do private security?
Sure.
Sure.
A concern in response to the question that I asked, and you indicate you have a cough. We don't know. We hopefully you're fine, but all parties will feel most comfortable if you are excused. So thank you very much, and you may go. Thank you very much.
She had a cough. She's like, I'm willing to stay. And the judge is like, yeah, no, that's okay. We're good. Parrot, that'd be good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Can it deduct a stripper pole?
Lawyers need about 15 minutes to.
Well, since I'm apparently an escort service, I suppose, yes, I can.
Before.
Got to train this host somehow.
To exercise their strikes. So we're going to take 15 minutes before we select the jury. They'll be in recess for 15 minutes.
Great. Airstream, do the van life. That'd actually be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool as a business expense. Like if I got did like the van life thing as a law tuber, and then I could. That's actually not the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. And I could travel from like place to place for the trials, get passes, and like cover the trial, set up my shop and stuff outside there. That's actually not like the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Get a van, do the van life thing, turn it into a mobile studio, maybe with satellite access for streaming, and go from trial to trial and stuff like that. And then like my equipment could be secure in there, and that'd be cool. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Give us a goat scream? I think I will. Shaggin' wagon. If the wagon is a shaggin', the court's in session. I call my penis the court. Make my own food truck and sell elephant ears. There you go. Good times. That was funny. All right, you guys want to hear the since we're telling jokes that are potentially harmful to the channel. Do you guys want to hear the joke I refused to tell the other day? So this will be good because I was like, okay, I have a joke and I can't tell it because that'll get me into trouble. I will now tell you the joke that was going to get me in trouble because I love you guys so much. Okay, hold on. All right, so the premise for this joke. The premise for this joke, just to give you the setup for it, is I think this was part of my quasi-dating, let's find a wife stream, whatever. And there was someone in chat who said that their daughter was undergrad at Clemson and looking to get into law. She said, no, wanting to become a lawyer was what they said. They said they're Clemson and they're thinking about becoming a lawyer. And so the joke that I wrote was, oh, so your daughter wants to become a lawyer. Well, if your daughter is looking to get into law, well, as it happens, law is looking to get into her. Have her give me a call. That was the joke. And now you know. And I decided that at the time that was not a good joke. I shouldn't tell it. But now I've told it. I can't believe how misogynist you are in civil law. I can't believe the misogyny of your jokes and how you tell jokes that are about women and stuff. I can't believe you told that joke about Camille Vasquez. You are a misogynist and hate women. There. Let jokes be jokes. There you go. Liz Krill said that was a funny joke, and I've had the feeling that was the direction you were going in. Yeah. So she wants to become a lawyer, so she wants to get into law. Yeah, okay. Okay. Kurt, mansplaining does not make me a man hater. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know. Why did the cow jump over the moon? The farmer's hands were too cold. At least my alma mater doesn't have the phrase "Go Cox." I know, right? I know, right? All right. Well, since the court is having a 5-minute break, I'm going to take a 5-minute stretch break. Probably not really 5 minutes, but something. So let's see. Well, yeah.
Got a good joke.
Okay.
Why did the cow jump over the moon? The farmer's hands were too cold, rolling on the floor, laughing tears of joy.
All right. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back, kids. Had a little stretch. Things are good. Thanks for the 238 of you who are currently here. We're still waiting for the court to come back. I'm trying to do my taxes. Right now it says the federal government owes me money, which is definitely not right. So I'm putting in something wrong in this tax prep software. So that's going to be a challenge, I suppose, over the next coming days. Try to figure out what the right number is. Good times. As much as I'd like the federal government to give me a big fat check, that seems wrong. I may have to go to like someone in person because these numbers don't seem right at all. Oh dear. I mean, I've got to owe money, right? Unless somehow my tax rate is basically negative. That'd be good. So not only is my tax rate 0, apparently for these numbers to be right, my tax rate would have to be negative. And I don't think that makes sense. Probably not true. I don't think there's some special we just give you money back plan. I mean, I know the Democrats are in power and all, but damn, you know. Can we get a dance party? Ugh. At 11:39 in the morning, I'll give you a dance party for $100. How about that? I'll throw on some music and some tunes and the lights and stuff, and do a little bit of dancing, a little bit of you. So we'll auction off dance party time. We can watch the trial live. There's nothing to watch. There's nothing to watch right now, Marie. There is nothing happening. There is no court in session. We're waiting for the court to come back. They're supposed to come back any moment. We're just waiting for it to happen. It hasn't. We're waiting. We're waiting patiently. Yeah, it's guess how much we owe us, and if you get it wrong, you owe us more. Yeah, something like that. Maybe I'll just go to my local H&R Block. The problem with that is I'm going to have to let go with all my expenses already accounted for. Be like, here's all my things, and here's what my expenses were. And then I'll be like, yeah. May I ask another question? You may, Marie. That was your question you get to ask. No, I'm kidding. You can ask one more beyond that. My ASD daughter is harassing me to tell you to stream through Twitch, then stream Twitch into YouTube for immediate audio and visual notifications. I get all the Twitch notifications, so I can see that, or at least the comments. I don't know if I get Twitch notifications. I get the Twitch comments through my browser. I can see that. Last Twitch comment was Nobody. It's all YouTube comments today. Is anyone watching this on Twitch? There's a frying pan ocean cam. I don't know what that means, but I'm willing to look. Frying pan camera. Live video from Cape Fear. Okay. I'm on Twitch. I think I am. I think I scheduled this to go on Twitch. Okay, well, there's your Atlantic thing happening. I think the mic gain thing is your mic being unusually sensitive due to the distance of mic. I don't know what that means. Is the mic too loud, too soft, too whatever? What is the problem with the mic gain? Not enough gain, too much gain, whatever. And also, the mic is about as close to my face as it can possibly be without it being in frame. Okay, now it's a little bit closer. There's an underwater one. I'm looking. Live underwater cut. There's a shark cam. Sharks in the Atlantic. Okay. Okay. We can do this. Cool. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark. Court is back. Do 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 do. Court is back. All right. Okay. Judy says, hello. Hi, Twitch chat. So say I am streaming on Twitch.
'85. Please come forward.
And we also had someone on Facebook. We have a Facebook viewer too. Which I will show on stream. From Facebook, Sharks in the Atlantic and the Courtroom from Fuel Me Once. So we've got, and Reverent is over on Twitch saying I'm over here now. Hello, Reverent. So we got, see, I got all the chat. I got integrated chat, so I can see all the chats in one place.
If you will go around this way, please, and you'll go. Juror 384, please come forward.
Will the real 384 please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Will the real 384 please stand up? Doot, 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 doot. Reverend? Revenant? Why can no one say that word? I don't know, because I misread it because I'm dyslexic or something.
Please present the juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Liz just tipped $40. Thank you very much. Very much. That's a Streamlabs tip. Thank you very much. So the notification should hopefully pop up on the screen as well. But at least we got it in chat saying, oh, you just tipped $40. Thank you, Liz, for donating $40. That was through Streamlabs. So kick ass. Thank you.
What say you for the state?
Does Kurt have the dirty words off in here? On Twitch, I don't know what my settings are. I honestly don't know.
What say you for the defendant? Please swear the juror. You'll have a seat over to your right and follow our bailiff.
Should we put the chat up on screen so everyone can see all the chat?
78.
That'd be good. this could end disastrously, but let's give it a shot.
What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Please swear the juror.
You'll have a seat over to your right. Thank you. Juror 220.
This should be disastrous.
What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Please swear the juror.
You'll have a seat to your right, please. Juror 528. What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant? 528.
Liz says, don't show the chat. It's interfering with the chat that I have. It's super swollen. It's covering up the screen. I mean, it's a little bit covering up the screen, but not much. Is it really that distracting? Can't make everyone happy, man. I guess it's just proof positive, right?
Swear the juror, please.
You'll have a seat over to your right in the jury box. Juror 193. What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Swear the juror, please.
Thank you. You'll have a seat over to your right. Juror 589.
I'm sorry, Liz, the Streamlabs still wants you to log in. I can't. I'm apparently unable to fix that, so I just am fucked.
What say you
I can't
for the
fix it.
state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Swear the juror, please.
Thank you. If you'll have a seat over to your right, please. Juror 630. What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Is this the final jury? No, we're still doing jury selection.
5:30. I'm sorry, 6:30. 6:30.
Swear the juror, please.
Have a seat over to the right, please. Juror 826.
When they say what say you for the state, they're asking basically if there's any reason not to swear the juror
What
in.
say you for the defendant?
They're asking if there's any reason not to swear them in. Because we're about to do like individualized voir dire, right? We're about to ask them questions under oath. So far we've done like the basics, right? And now we're about to ask them questions under oath. So we have to swear them in to ask them questions under oath as part of the voir dire process. So they're asking the counsel, is there any reason not to swear them? And that's basically what they're asking.
To your right, please.
18 is the number they're
Juror
looking for, yes.
544.
Sorry, that number again, please.
544. What say you for the state?
Do they swear in the extra jurors? Yeah. At the moment, we're just swearing. Yeah, we're swearing in people. They're not jurors yet. We're swearing them in to ask them questions. And then when we pick a jury, we'll swear them in again as
Say
jurors.
for the defendant.
Right. So we're not swearing. Strictly speaking, we're not swearing them in as jurors right now. We're swearing them in as potential jurors.
Juror 644.
Then when we actually get them, we'll swear them in as jurors. But we still have to swear them and tell the truth. All right. So that's what we're doing now. All right. We're swearing them in as potential jurors, so that we can ask them questions under oath.
What say you for the state?
Should a kilt be decent attire for court? I wouldn't recommend it.
Please excuse this juror from the trial of this particular
Thank
case.
you. You may have a seat back in the jury panel, please. Juror 654. What say you for the state?
Thank you, Liz, for the $35
Please present this
tip.
juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Put the alert box on because it's turned off for some reason. Because, I can't have nice things because the system hates me. I don't think it's 80. I don't think it's that many. I'm not sure how many they're doing as potential jurors at a time. Can I explain the strike process? So there's infinite strikes for cause, which we've already done a lot of that. But there might still be cause if we find that they can't be right. They've been asked like, can you be fair and stuff like that. But
Excuse the juror, please.
we can do infinite strikes for cause. And then each side gets some number of preemptory challenges, and I don't know how many that is, where they can strike them for any reason,
244.
except protected reasons.
Juror 244.
You can't strike a juror because of race or sex. At least officially you can't.
244.
But you can strike them for any other reason. So why are you striking this black juror? As long as it's for any other reason
What
than they're
say
a
you
black
for the
juror.
state?
So, yeah, it's a thing.
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Hello, Tyrannius. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Hello, Judy. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Give some shout outs to the people watching us on the other platforms. We're streaming all the places, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Twitch, streaming on Facebook. We are streaming all the places.
Excuse the juror, please.
Have a seat back with the panel, please. Juror 22. 22.
What's going on? We're doing voir dire. We're selecting jurors. We're swearing jurors in to ask them questions under oath is what we're doing right now. There's the notification on screen. Thank you for the $20 super chat. And the chat's on screen. So that's good. We got many things on stream all at the same time. Yay. Is it common to strike for education occupation? It's really down to tactics considerations of individual attorneys at that point. The answer is yes, but like not yes in a consistent way. You can also donate through Stream Elements, Linktree. You can also donate through the Linktree. I'm not sure if that requires a login, but you can also donate through that if you want. But I don't think it pops up on Stream if you do that. Lawyers never get picked as a jurist? Well, not never. Sometimes. Depends particularly where the region is. If it's in DC or Northern Virginia or something like that, or Southern Maryland, the odds of a lawyer getting dismissed go down because like everyone's a lawyer. So it just depends on what's going on in that way. Back to the big B's. Back to B Cam. So for general reasons, then the lawyer can strike based on opinions. That's right. Yeah, that's right. They can strike infinitely for cause, and then they can strike a limited number because I wanna. What happens if the court loses power? I don't know. Maybe they keep I don't know. Maybe they keep going. I don't know. Yeah. Those must be those killer bees I heard about. It could be.
We'll come here for a moment.
We're having a conference with juror number 22. So now we're having a little powwow with juror 22. I'm not sure about what, but again, I could speculate based on specific things. Has that donation alert been up for a while now? Is the donation alert now just not going away? Is it just perpetual now? Is that what's happening? The alert is just there perpetually? Kill me. Just kill me. I have to turn it off manually and I'll turn it off and turn it back on again. Maybe that'll help. I swear to God. Can sheer volume of charges against someone be overly prejudiced? Having 100 plus charges means you must be guilty of something. No, that is not in of itself considered legal prejudice. Also, he's not being charged with that many things right now. He's being charged with 2 counts of murder. And presumably, they're accessory charges. But that's basically what's going on. We received $35 from Liz on PayPal. That's nice. $40 from Elizabeth Foster. $50 from someone who wants a dance party. $5 from PayPal. $20 from Laura Lawton. $20 from someone else. From someone whose name is just a bunch of strings of letters and numbers. Then a different string of letters and numbers gave $19. And a different string of letters and numbers gave like $18.69. And gave $18.81. I'm not sure why. Well, that's $20. That's why it's 1881. Presumably, that's the discount for the. So presumably you gave $20, and then to me it's 1881 because it's a lot better than YouTube. So as far as I'm concerned, this is how much I received. So if these numbers don't sound right to you, it's because this is with the discount for what they took. Thank you for your PayPal.
Please excuse the juror from this particular case. Thank you.
All right. Juror number 22, you can have a seat back with the panel. Juror 729.
$18 and change is more than 14. You better believe it. You better believe it. I wasn't complaining. I was just explaining. If for some reason this jury finds motives for the murders to be financials, does that make it automatically true? No. Lots of people have motive and don't commit murder. I have motive to commit murder.
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Doesn't mean I committed it just because I have motive.
Seat to your right.
So no, his motive doesn't mean that he committed the crime. Of course not.
Juror 864.
My desire to kill fluctuates up and down, but usually on any given day there's some desire to kill somebody. So you know.
Please present this juror.
What say you for the
But I haven't done it yet, so you know.
Please swear the juror.
If you'll have a seat to your right, please. Your Honor, that's your 12.
Pardon?
That's the 12.
2, 4, 6, 8. No, you're absolutely right. We'll proceed with alternates.
And Your Honor, are they?
Strikes are 1 and 2.
Thank you.
Are we actually swearing in the juror? Am I mistaken? I thought there'd be some voir dire. Are they? Did they do like?
278.
Are we actually swearing in the jury now? I thought we were swearing them in as potential jurors. Are we actually swearing in jurors? So where do the attorneys get to do their individualized voir dire? Maybe that was like during the sessions when maybe that already happened as part of the process. Maybe they were doing that like when they were muted and stuff. They were doing individualized voir dire.
Please present this juror.
Defendant.
Okay. So I guess we're swearing in jurors now. Okay. Well, all right. So we're swearing in jurors. Apparently. Well, alrighty then.
Excuse the juror.
Thank you. Have a seat back with the panel. Juror 741.
So I guess we are doing opening arguments
What
today.
say you for
Damn.
the state?
This court's speeding right along, aren't we?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Yeah, we're gonna. I guess we're getting opening statements this
Have a seat to the
afternoon.
right,
Damn.
please. Juror 254. What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Yeah, we're taking speedy trial very seriously. This is a very speedy trial
Swear
indeed,
the juror,
man.
please.
Damn.
Thank you. If you have a seat over to your right, please.
Because the arrest didn't happen that long ago,
Juror
man.
326.
When did the arrest occur? Because it wasn't that long ago. October.
What say you for the state?
He was arrested October 14th,
2326.
and now it's January 25th, and we're swearing in the jury. Well, okay, that's what we're doing now. Okay, great.
326.
Oh, that was 2021. Oh, okay, so it's been a little bit more than a year. Okay, all right, fine. October 2021. All right. He was indicted in December, though, on the murder charges, so. Okay. So a year. Not that bad.
Swear him, please.
It's a
You
year.
have a seat to your right, please.
South Carolina does have a death
Juror
penalty. This is not a death penalty
337.
case. South Carolina does have a death penalty. This is not a death penalty case.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. It is 337.
He's facing 99
What say you
counts.
for
By
the
my
state?
count, it's 106.
Please
But
present
who's
this jury.
counting?
What say you for the
Yes, he's
defendant?
facing 106 financial frauds counts in
Excuse the juror, please.
15 or 16 other indictments.
Juror
He's been
4,
indicted a couple
4,
times.
1.
Why is it not a death penalty case? The state didn't charge it that way. Why didn't they charge it that way? I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
What say you for the state?
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Swear the juror, please.
You'll have a seat to your right, please. Juror 704. What say you for the state?
Please excuse this juror.
You'll have a seat back with the panel, please. Juror 82. What say you for the state?
How come
Please
they
present
swabbed the
this juror.
condemned with alcohol and a lethal
What
injection
say
to
you
save
for
from
the
the infection?
defendant?
That's exactly why. That's exactly why. Yeah. Because, the governor could always call it the last second. And if that happens, you don't want the guy to get an infection from the needle prick. So, yeah, that's exactly why. He's to be put to death by
Two,
lethal
that's
injection,
each
not from an
alternate.
infection.
Juror 530.
Your Honor, may I approach, please?
Bring back public hangings, change my mind. I'm not sure about hangings as such, but public executions could be interesting again. I see the number of people watching the stream is down from yesterday. I wonder if there's any particular reason for that, just out of my own personal curiosity. We've had about 1,000 people watching the stream, and now we have 332. So I wonder if there's any particular reason that it's down compared to yesterday. Back to the bees. Emily's streaming. So I lost people to her stream is what happened. That kind of sucks.
If it is per person, then you still have 2 strikes left.
No.
Oh, one more? We just need one. I'm sorry, one more, yes.
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Numbers will climb as it gets more interesting. I hope so.
They used their first strike.
They only have one. Okay. Present the juror.
All right, this is alternate number 5. If you please be seated with the jury.
I'm not sure how many people he stole from
548.
Revenant. I'm not sure how many.
What say you for the state?
I did miss you. I'm glad you're back.
Please present this juror.
What say you for the defendant?
Please swear this juror.
Thank you. Have a seat with the juror, please. Your Honor, that completes the 6 alternates and the 12 jurors.
Are there any matters of law regarding the jury selection?
Your Honor, please.
All right.
So yeah, we apparently have our jury. And then we're going to swear them in and get started. The other channels have way too many, 17,000 in their chat.
None from state, Your Honor.
If that's true, I'm just going
Ladies
to
and
give up
gentlemen,
all
you all
hope.
have been selected to be the jury in the trial of this case, and I'll speak with you all in a moment. First, I want to thank the other jurors who are here who have not been selected, so stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to certainly thank you all for your
Legal Vices has
cooperation during
900
these
watching.
past, 3 days, and
Emily D.
and even
Baker has
before then,
17,000
we
watching.
received this questionnaire in the mail to complete. You've now complied with your jury service. Some of you are happy and some are sad that you weren't selected. I don't know that, but congratulations having completed your jury service. Madam Clerk, do you have any information for them regarding work excuses, anything of that nature?
Yes, sir. If you do need a work excuse, you can go downstairs to the General Sessions Department, and they will be glad to help you out with that. Thank you for coming, for your service.
All right, thank you all, and you are excused.
I guess why my numbers are so off compared to Legal Vices is an interesting question. He's got 1/4 the subscribers I do, but 3 times the people watching, which means that his stream is 12 times more effective than my stream. So why am I failing? Why am I failing 12-1? Back to the fish. Back to the fish. Let's see. So how far is Emily punching above me? Let's see. We have to do some math. So let's see. Okay, let's do some math. Lorax is punching above me 12-1. Let's see. Okay, so she's got 17,000 out of 6. She's got 17,000 people watching, 608th 1,000 subscribers. So she's got, okay, let me do some math. She's got 17 over 681. So she's got 2.5% of her base watching. Okay, and then I've got, let's see, calc. I've got 317. Well, that'd be 0.315 divided by 122. I've got 0.2%. So she's beating me 10-1. So Emily's beating me 10-1. Legal Vices is beating me 12-1. I didn't put hashtags in the description. I thought I did. Yes, I did. Murdaugh, South Carolina. I put 2 hashtags in the description.
On the night of June 7th.
I believe that they're waiving any Jackson v. Deno hearings with any of the statements related to the murder investigation, of which there are 4, I believe, 4 recorded statements.
That's correct.
Are there any matters before the jury is sworn?
No, sir. Your
No,
Honor.
sir.
All right, Madam Clerk, you may swear the panel.
I can have you stand for me, please. Raise your right hand.
Do I look over my shoulder in a race? In this case,
Do you
I don't have to
solemnly
look
swear
over
or
my
affirm
shoulder because they're
that
ahead
you
of
shall
me.
well and truly try, and true deliverance make between the state of South Carolina and the accused at the bar, and a true verdict give according to the evidence and the laws, so help you God. If you will have a seat, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've now been selected and sworn to well and duly try this case and render a true verdict according to the law and according to the evidence, so help you God. And as long as you hold true to that oath, you will have, in the end, fully complied with your oath as jurors, and no one will have the right to complain about your verdict. We have taken the entire morning to get to this point. We have run into lunchtime. I will have a preliminary charge to give you before we get started this afternoon, but we're going to break for lunch in just a moment. As far as the jurors coming back and the parties being ready for opening statement, what says the state? What time you be ready to go?
Just a minute, so it's 1:30. Your Honor, we both believe we can be ready by 3 o'clock.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break for lunch, and I know you'll go to the jury room, get acquainted with one another, and you'll be given some instructions by the bailiff. It is important for you to know that you're not to discuss the case with each other, with anyone else, and not to endeavor to find out any information about this case other than what you will receive here in the jury, in the courtroom. So we're going to break now, go with the bailiffs, follow their instructions, and we'll see you back at 3 o'clock.
All right, cool. So we're done till then. All right, cool. All right, so at least I know when to create the stream for this afternoon and create the thumbnails accordingly. So let me go ahead and do that. Let's see. Emily, EDB talks a lot, so I need to talk more. I just don't have much to say, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good. I don't have as much to say. Maybe she's just more entertaining. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason she's 10-1 better than me. She's just 10-1 better than me. That could be the answer. let's see. So 3 o'clock. So it's 2 o'clock my time. So it's 2:00. Okay. Let's see. I need to go over here. I need to change this. Can't do this. Right. Change the title, change the description, do this, add in the thumbnail for this afternoon. Is that the right thumbnail? Yes, it is. Great. All right. January 25th. That's today. Day 3 p.m. at 2 o'clock p.m. my time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Create link, schedule. Great. Go ahead and do that. All right. Is that scheduled yet? No, still scheduling. Come on. Come schedule. Woo. Schedule. Woo. All right. So that's scheduled for this afternoon. Now I have to go into live and create a redirect to this afternoon's stream. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. And I have to remember to turn on monetization because it doesn't turn on automatically for some reason. Okay, now I have to go here. I have to go to customization. I have to go here, change redirect. Got to add the redirect to this afternoon. Okay, save. Great. Now I have to go into the YouTube studio and add in the hashtags manually. Because as they pointed out, that doesn't happen automatically. So I got to copy over all the hashtags. So that's all done. Waiting. Go to YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio, anytime. And we're waiting. Go to content. Go to live. Go to this morning stream. No, that's wrong. Go to this morning stream. Okay, copy those tags. Do that. Go over here. I don't save changes. Go over here. Go to the stream for this afternoon. Go over to tags. Add tags. Copy tags. Save tags. Great. All right. So I think I finally successfully created the stream for this afternoon with all the appropriate tags and everything. Oh, no, that's right. I've also got to pin the tweet so that people know the new Twitter thing to send. Okay, so I got to go over to Twitter and I got to copy the thing for the stream. So, okay, copy that. Okay, do this. Take this, copy this, go to that. Great. Now, go to YouTube Studio. Do this. Go to live. No, I need the link for this upcoming stream. Okay, post that. Okay, now say, please retweet me, exclamation mark. Smiley face. Add smiley face. Add smiley face. Add smiley face in the right place in the chat. That makes sense. Colon link. Great. Pin comment. Great. Okay, so that's all set up for this afternoon. Okay, so now that I've finally done all those things, I can return my attention to chat. Elise says, can I get the comments off screen? I could. I've already tweeted it, so you guys can do that. Left and subscribed. Is that something on our end? Yes, that is something on your end. Kurt streams are better when he's noticeably happy. Yes, my mood is very easily determinable from my thing. I do tend to show my mood. Do we like the chat on screen or do we not like the chat on screen when it's on screen? Do we like that or do we not like that? Add my Twitch channel too, to where? And it's also just the same handle that I use on YouTube. On screen? I don't know how to do that. Oh, you mean the chat on screen. You like it on screen? Okay. Indifferent chat on screen. It's fine for me on screen. Doesn't bother me if it helps you. I have no opinion on screen. We'll keep it on screen for now. Probably want it off screen for the trial, do I? It's what you like best? Okay, yeah, that's fair. It's just what I like best. That's fair. Okay, so let's see. They're back at 3, so that's 2 o'clock my time, so that's an hour and a half from now. Have invited everyone to the panel with me? No, I've not. I'll send out some invitations and see if people want to join too. Off-screen chat? I can't make everyone happy. I can't make everyone happy. Can we go to a quick update? Yes, we've sworn in the jury. We're going to have opening argument this afternoon. No chat on screen? I'll just run a poll. Let's just run a poll. Do you like having the chat on screen? Just say yes, no, and see what you guys say. What time did they say they return? 3 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Central. So it's split right down the middle. That's good news. You don't like the bot reading? The bot reading is a way for me to, it's a way for it to acknowledge you guys, and it's also a way for me to make sure that I hear it, because my attention might be in a different place. So it's a way for me to see. I think I'm going to keep the screen reading for now. All right, you guys are split right down the middle on the thing. You guys are split right down the middle. I'm going to turn it off for now. Maybe I'll turn it back on later. I like the fact that you're split exactly down the middle. That's very helpful. Instagram, I have unseen notifications. Too many. What's going on? You're back. What'd you miss? Not much. We're just ending the stream for now. Thank you to the 300 of you who are watching, by the way. I do value the 300 of you who are here. I asked the question about why I'm failing because I want to do better, and not for at least the reasons that I need to do better to make this viable for me. Right? This is now my full-time business. This is my full-time job. If I am not succeeding, then it becomes uneconomical for me. Right? I mean, it's just bottom line. Let's have honest talk. Let's just have honest talk. Let's just be honest with each other. Okay? This is my full-time career. Now, I'm doing this full time. If I can't bring in enough money to make it viable, then I have to do something else because I have to be able to eat. And it would also be nice to be able to have enough money to do other things, because right now the amount of money that I'm bringing in is basically enough to pay for my bare minimum expenses and nothing else. So like, it would be nice to be able to travel places. It'd be nice to be able to go down to the courthouse and travel. It'd be nice to be able to do those things, but I can't do those things because I don't have the money. You know, I don't have the money. The easiest way for me to get more money is by having more views. It's by having more people. More people is more super chats. It's more AdSense. It's more everything, right? It's more stuff. So when I say, okay, I'm looking at Jeff's stream, and Jeff has 4 times the viewership at 1/3, or the other way around. He has 3 times the viewership at 1/4 the subscriber count. I'm like, okay, so he's beating me 12-1. I look at Emily D. Baker, we do some math, and I'm like, okay, she's beating me 10-1. Like when you look at the total number of people she is watching versus her subscriber count, and you do the math. So if you look at the amount of people watching versus subscriber count, right? Because that's a fair ratio, right? And you just do those numbers, then like, so if you normalize for subscribers, that's basically what you're doing. If you normalize for subscribers, Emily D. Baker has 10 times the viewership that I do. And Jeff has 12 times the viewership I do if you normalize for subscribers. So I'm like, okay. So if you normalize for subscribers, they are beating me 10-1 and 12-1. That's a lot. So I'm like, okay, it's reasonable for me to ask, what am I doing wrong? How am I failing? How am I failing as a creator? What am I doing wrong? Why are they succeeding and I'm not? Why are they having these numbers and I'm not? Where is their success coming from? Because I need to be able to succeed. If I can't succeed, I can't make this work. And then I just have to go back to private practice and this be an occasional part-time thing. Because I can't make it work. So like for me, it's very pragmatic. It's very pragmatic. It's like, well, Emily D. Baker is succeeding. Legal Vice is succeeding. I'm not. Where's the problem? So haven't they been at it longer? Legal Vices hasn't. No. Legal Vices has been at it less time. Emily D. Baker's channel depends how you measure such things. I don't know that her channel's older than mine. I'd have to double check. So we're about the same length of time, probably. But Legal Vices, no, he's not been at it longer. No, he's been at less time. Rakita will stream tomorrow, yeah. And then we can do the numbers from Rakita and we can say, okay, how was his viewership versus mine? And what is the ratio? And Rakita will probably beat me 10-1. So if Rakita beats me 10-1, if Emily's beating me 10-1, if Vices is beating me 10-1, then the thing that's failing is me. I'm the thing that's failing in this equation. It's the same thing we're reviewing. It's the same thing we're reviewing. We're in the same genre. The thing that's failing is me. Why am I failing? Your channel's how old? My channel's 5 years old, a little bit more than that. Let's see. See when Emily D. Baker's channel was created. Emily D. Baker's channel was created in 2006. So her channel is a lot older, although she wasn't using it for a long time in a lot of ways. So, but her channel is way, way older, so that's fine. Legal Vices channel was created 2006 as well. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just have a much longer track record than I do. Maybe that's the issue. Although I don't think Legal Vices was using it for that period of time. And this channel was created 2017. But I don't think they've been streaming all that time. I don't think it's a 10-year thing. Send out those invites. I'll send out some invites for this afternoon. Sandra says this whole talking about the very topic is making me put on silent. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Thank you all for dropping by. I hope you all had a wonderful time. Don't forget to check out the stream in this afternoon. I hope you will be able to stop by. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to talk about some stuff and see what's going on. And we will not have any more behind the curtain talk because that is not appreciated. And I value that. So you don't want behind the curtain talk? No problem. We won't talk about it anymore. I hope you enjoy this stream and I look forward to seeing you later. Bye for now.